Hi everyone! Welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah of Horror and I review horror movies, other movies, TV shows, and other things I find interesting to talk about on my channel. So if that's your thing, hit the subscribe button. But my slasher month is coming to an end, which is boohoo, sad, I know. But I hope you don't think that I would leave you without one more final video. So unfortunately no more reviews for slasher, but I am going to do a ranking of my favorite slasher movies from 1981. Yes, oddly specific, but I'm thinking I will be doing this each slasher. So I will be doing a new year each slasher. Yeah, but I think 1981 was a pretty good one for slasher movies, right at the peak of the slasher movie golden era, as we have talked about in my previous videos. And I'm actually excited for this list. So I think, just let's get down to it. Okay, so number 10 is Graduation Day. Yes, it's a slasher movie that I've seen, I think, 2 or 3 times. And I do enjoy it. I like the kills. And I do like the name as well. And I do have it in my collection. Okay, moving on to number 9. It is actually a film that will be talked about a lot in the upcoming weeks because of a special holiday coming up, perhaps. And I'm talking about My Bloody Valentine, the original, of course, because it's a list from 1981. But yes, I've seen this slasher many, many times. And I am guilty of rewatching it around Valentine's. And that is coming up pretty soon. And I will be rewatching this one, the remake, and Lover's Lane, and probably some other Valentine movies. But I've talked about them on my channel already, so I'll see what I'll figure out for Valentine's. But yes, My Bloody Valentine is number 9. Number 8. It's actually one that I haven't reviewed on this channel, I think, so maybe that will be for next year. It is Happy Birthday to Me. Yeah, I do think this one is a little bit unique because of the twist. And yeah, I think it's quite fresh, or at least it was when it was released. And I like the idea. But yeah, I will have to give it a rewatch and talk about it next year. So number 7 is a film that I've talked about, and it is Tobe Hooper's The Funhouse. Yeah, it is a fun slasher. See what I did? Yeah. But yeah, it is a fun slasher. I do like the look of the monster, so to speak. I do like the kills. I like the setting, especially. The setting is really what makes this movie really good and makes it stand out a bit among other slasher movies. So moving on to number 6, it's one that I haven't talked about at all. I haven't seen it in such a long time, so I do need to rewatch it and maybe review it next slasher. And it is Dark Night of the Scarecrows. Yeah, I remember liking it. I do like the atmosphere. I do like the vibe, how it's filmed. But yeah, I definitely need to rewatch it. Maybe it will be higher or lower on my list. Who knows? But as for now, it stays at a comfortable number 6. Okay, and now moving on to number 5, which is a movie I have reviewed on my channel, and it is called Bloody Birthday. Yes, here we have some strange kids going around doing not so nice things. And I do like this idea, and I do kind of like the explanation why. And it has some creative kills. Cinematography is really good, and it is a really good slash in my opinion, and that is why it's number 5. Okay, number 4. Yes. So number 4 is actually The Prowler. Yeah, I do really like this one. I think it is more on the kind of gnarly and nasty side of slashers, and I do like that. I do like the kind of cinematography because it is a bit more raw and, as I said, dirty looking, which is to its advantage. And yeah, I love the kills. I mean, the kills are so good in this one. They are spectacular. And just the atmosphere, just the setup to things, this ending, I really love it all. So that is why it's number 4. And it's time for a rewatch for sure. Okay, top 3. Yes. Okay, so my number three is a huge favorite of mine. I've seen it many, many times, and it is The Burning. Yes, The Burning, it's about our friend Cropsy, and it's a fun slasher film. Good kills. I mean, the canoe scene is just fantastic. I mean, the editing in this film is really interesting, really good. And that is also what makes this movie work so well, especially the kill scenes. And I like the story. I kind of, it kind of pulls on my heartstrings a little bit and kind of right from the get go. So, yeah, The Burning takes the number three spot. Okay, so number two is actually a sequel to a very popular franchise. And I'm talking about Halloween 2. I love Halloween. I think it's an amazing sequel. And I know it's been getting some hate from some people, but I love the film. I think it works really well. I love the kills. I love the hospital setting in the most. I think hospitals are so amazing in slasher movies or in horror movies in general because you can do so many things. You can make it really creepy because the hospital corridors, especially at night when there's no one there, you can just play around with it, make so many good scenes, and yeah, especially when you add some some creepy music, you get a lot of spooky vibes. Yeah, and this slasher movie is a proof that sequels are good. Not all of them, but they can be good. That was what I meant. Okay, so moving on to my number one. And yeah, when I first started thinking about this list, I was like, so what should I put as my number one? I went through, all the slasher movies. They came out in 81. And when I saw this, I was like, yeah, it's a no-brainer, for me at least. It's fine if you have a different number one, of course. But for me, the number one spot is taken by Friday the 13th Part 2. So here we have another sequel ending up as my favorite one. And Friday the 13th Part 2 is so good. I remember watching it when I was a teenager, like, I don't know, 12, 13 or something like that, when it was shown on TV. And I just love the atmosphere. I really like the characters because even though there were a lot of characters, they did stand out, and I can remember like every single one of them, their names. I do like the kills. As I said, the atmosphere is good. I do like the intro scene, how Jason Voorhees is presented, his little bag look, the bagman look, and then also how he looks beneath the look or beneath the bag. Yeah, and I just think everything works so well, and Ginny is a really good final girl. So yeah, just love this one. I think it's a really great sequel. So two sequels end up in my top two. But yeah, that is it for my list and for this video. But I of course want to know your top 10 slasher movies from 1981. Or if it's, too difficult to pick 10, maybe you can let me know about your top 5 or top 3. I'm very interested into seeing how you would rank all these movies, and maybe some movies that I did not mention, because there are more. There are more slasher movies from 1981 that I just didn't feel putting on my list. But yeah, that is it for me and for this year's Slasherary, unfortunately, which is a bit sad because I do like the Slasherary month, but I mean, we can't have like Slasherary every month. That would be crazy. But yeah, it makes it extra special when every January will be closer and closer. Then we know that slasher is coming, and I will have some new fresh slasher movies for you to review, and I'm really looking forward to it. And in February there will be like no special themes or anything. Around Valentine's I will probably release some sort of love themed horror movie review, but other than that I have no specific theme in mind. But there is one really special documentary which I will be reviewing in February. And I've been looking forward to it, but I had to prioritize Slasher. But now, when it's done, we're moving on, I can finally review this documentary, and you are going to be so pumped up for it. I just know it. But yeah, I'll see you in February. Hope you have enjoyed my Slasher month, and don't forget to give this video a like. You can comment something for the algorithm, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed. It helps me out a lot. But yeah, see you all in February and have an amazing week, everyone. Bye.